Hey guys, welcome back to LS Vintage Designs. I'm Lisa. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're having an amazing day. Lots going on, very excited. I have the Vintage Tea Party promo going up. Guys, the holidays are coming. This would be a super fun holiday event with family and friends. If you're interested, you want to hear more about it, go to the website and message us. Also, I'm putting together a family history class. Be a great holiday gift for someone. You could buy a voucher for them to take it. It's going to be a 3-class series, kind of like beginner, intermediate, and advanced. You could always get a voucher for the beginner class or for the whole series if you wanted. That'll be up probably mid-September, so stay tuned for that. I'm excited. I'm also moving my Etsy shop over to my website. It's gonna be way better for everybody, trust me. So that's gonna be happening a little bit at a time. As my listings expire on Etsy, I'll be transferring them over to my website. But that's enough news, right? Let's get to the video. Today we're talking everything vintage can be reused and ideas for reusing it. And when I'm talking about everything can be reused, I'm talking about old papers, paperwork, like old parking tickets, vintage stuff that maybe a business closed and you go in there and you find vintage time cards. This is from a railroad like in the 40s. Vintage time cards. A dry cleaner closed and you have like vintage inventory tags, vintage bank deposits, vintage rent receipts. I mean, these are all old. These aren't written on. Some of them are. This is a First National Bank check. It's gone through the thing. It's stamped. It's got the holes. It can be reused. There's quite a few of these, and it's from the 1940s. There's old time cards, like I said, not used. Even not so old stuff like that parking ticket I showed you, that's only a few years old. You can use stuff like that. If you find new old stock, like this is an old envelope, film envelope. When we used to go to the drugstore, wherever, you'd put your film in these envelopes, seal it, tear it off, drop it in the slot. They'd call you, you'd give them your other half, basically your naming. I never gave them the other half. And then you would get your pictures. Well, that's what these are. So new old stock. All of this can be reused. Old pieces of board games, even new board games or new puzzles, old puzzles. Don't get rid of anything, even if it's missing pieces, because somebody is going to use it. Vintage is way more cool than today, but it can all be used, believe me. Broken jewelry can be used, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to tell you how to use it in a second, but broken jewelry can be salvaged and used. Vintage lace, vintage pieces of old wedding gowns that are torn, dirty, old appliques. Anything can be repurposed. Old books. You have old books that are falling apart that are 40, 50 years old. Nobody wants them. They're not valuable. Like I said, they're falling apart. Those can even be used. So when you're looking at vintage, don't just think because it's a deposit slip that's deposited and has, no use at all today. It can be used. And I'm going to tell you some ways to use it. If you're an artist, like these canceled checks and these empty rent receipts, these are thin. These can all be Mod Podged onto a canvas for mixed media. If you do paper crafting, like junk journals, planners, all of these things have a use. If you do collage, these things all have a use. I'm going to show you how they can be used. This is an old book that nobody had a use for, so it was turned into a junk journal. As you can see, it's decorated on the outside with some broken jewelry and some old laces. Okay. And all the pages have been removed, but the pages are used for other things. And then you have some old paperwork in here that's a page. So all of this has a purpose. Okay, some other ways to use it. Book pages are layered. They're used for layering, so old book pages are used all the time. Old music paper and old book page being used for layering there. Part of our film drop-off envelope is now a little notepad. Throw it in a purse, a backpack, a car console, and you've got a great backpack. Old game pieces, old scorecards can be little notebooks and different things. Old wedding dresses can become, ribbons for tags. This is an old envelope that's been turned into a very cool piece of art with the with the embossing and everything. It's very pretty. Old jewelry decorating a tag. So this all has uses, and it has multiple uses, and there's people out there that love it, and will pay for it. So if you're not an artist, here's an old bingo card decorated for a journal card to make it right on the back. Here's an old playing card that, was separated from its friends. It's a great tag. Here's one of the old, those things you keep addresses in. I can't think of what they're called, but here's one of the cards that separated the E's, and it's turned into a little notebook. Old postage stamps that are on those old letters, or letters that aren't so old, but the postage stamps. This is a decorated paper clip using old blue jeans. So anything can be reused, and you might be going, well, that's great, but I don't paper craft. I don't craft. I'm not an artist. I have no use for this whatsoever. Then donate it. Put it in bags and donate it. The thrift stores get it. They know what to do with it. Or you can sell it. Kind of break it up into like stuff, or make mixed bags and sell them on Etsy. Fill up a quart-sized Ziploc bag and sell them on Etsy. I tell you, people love this stuff. But don't get greedy. There's a lot of people selling. So if you make them affordable, you can make some money, because what is it? Just trash you found, right? So I want to do this video just to show that vintage or antique doesn't have to be just expensive. And it's not just furniture or clothing, fashion, or home decor. It can be little bits and pieces of paper, old books that aren't worth anything, but they have value to others. So before you just go in with your big trash bag and start chunking it all, you could, like I said, sell it on eBay. You could donate it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget, also head over to the website. Lots of exciting things, and you want to book your tea party for the holidays. Also, watch for the genealogy classes to be listed, and the opportunity to buy that, and the opportunity to buy a class pass gift for someone. Anyway, I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you for being here with me today, and I will see you all next time. Bye.